Hello, Laura. Welcome. Good morning.
Morning, teacher. Thank you so much.
Okay, Laura. In the meantime, we wait for your classmates. Let's go for a coffee. Don't forget to go to the bathroom. We are preparing. Okay.
Thank you, teacher.
Welcome, Liz.
Morning, teacher. Laura, how are you?
Hello,
Morning,
Lee.
Liz. Okay, guys. I'm checking the list of students to see who's missing. Welcome, Jessica. Morning.
Good morning, teacher. Thank you.
Morning. Morning. Okay, let me see. Liz is here. Laura is here. Jessica is here. Daisy is missing, and Lady is missing.
Lady's coming. It's just she doesn't have the link of the meeting.
She had another mini meeting. Wow, just super early.
No, no, she don't have the meeting. The
Ah,
link.
okay. Okay. Well, um, I'm texting her anyways.
Hi, teacher.
Okay, guys, we're starting. Well, lady joins the meeting. Let's begin. How was your weekend? Laura, let's begin with you.
Okay, teacher. My weekend was
Mhm.
great. I spent time with my with my family, and um, I was trying to take time with me too.
You you try to take time with whom, sorry?
With me. Take time with me.
Okay. Okay, so take some time for yourself, yes?
Yes, myself.
Oh, okay, nice, nice, Laura. I hope you enjoyed your weekend. Well, guys, in my case, what I did was to spend the whole day in front of the PC. But it's okay. It was good. I felt it was productive. Um, I didn't know yesterday was holiday. I didn't know it. I was getting dressed to go to work because my shift was work, and I was ashamed of myself when I realized. Okay, guys, but I enjoyed the weekend. I enjoyed the weekend. Welcome, lady. Jessica, Liz, lady. How was your weekend?
Okay, good morning and hello. Okay, my weekend. This weekend I was advancing several jobs that I had pending. I also worked and talking about today's topic, which is the importance of our emotions. I
Mm,
felt calm. I was with my family. That always make me feel very good. I love spending time with them. So yes,
mm.
I did jobs, work, and was with my family.
Excellent. That was super productive. Thank you, Jessica. Liz, lady.
Hello, good morning. Good
Morning.
morning, girl.
Morning.
Uh, this this weekend was quite simple but nice, or maybe not because I spend most of my time of my day on Saturday doing my homework, math homework. It was horrible.
We,
Honestly, it took almost all my time. I have never hated math, but days like Saturday with tax like that, I was seriously reconsidering whether I hate it or not. But then Sunday, I just relax and enjoy some quality time with my family, and it was calm. But I really need it. And seriously, thank you.
the homework you were doing about math, those tasks, is it related to one of the courses from our pensum? What's the
Yeah,
name of that course?
matemáticas para la resolución de problemas.
Ah, yes, I remember when I checked that course. The
So
tutor, and how is the tutor? What is he like?
I don't know. She's kind of good. I really
It's
like her because she's objective. I don't know how is her name. I think it's Laura or something like that. I cannot remember, but she's fine.
okay, a chill person. It's not that strict, or is her? It has personality, her personality like that, like very demanding.
Yeah, it's demanding, but she scored well. It's the only one I import. What's the mother?
Wow. I remember that when I was doing that course, we had like to there was a task where we had to develop a lot of exercises. And I remember that we, at the end of that task, we had to present like supporting with arguments where the answers came from. But that was not in a recorded video. We had to do it lively with the tutor in the meeting, showing him the template of the document and explaining step by step. That was crazy.
Yeah, that's
Hmm.
crazy. We have to record a video, but we don't have to explain anything lively because we are not math teacher.
But you already did that part, yes? You recorded the video, but not with the teacher in a meeting.
No, no,
Uh,
just with my classmates. Yeah.
mm. In my case, it was worse because yeah, we needed to know where the answers came from of those mathematic formulas. That was crazy. You made me remember that course. And lady, how was your weekend?
Hello, hello. I'm sorry for get late. Today is raining here in Buga, and my daughters have to go to the school at 7. So I was driving, try to leave them in school. Um, Guys, my weekend was good. I was working, study. I study a little bit. Honestly, I have to do too much things today about the university. And yesterday I told myself, you know what? I was a little stressful Saturday and Sunday because I have my own business and I have really low sales. But
Uh,
yesterday I told myself, you know what? You do too much. You work so hard. You do too much homework all the time. You work with your family. You do too much
mm,
stuff. So yesterday was my day for myself and for shared time with my family.
excellent.
And that's it. I told myself I would be lazy and relax.
Hmm. You deserve it. You deserve it.
Yep.
And yeah, sometimes we beat ourselves up very, very hard. La canción de Shakira, you remember? Like, don't beat yourself. I forgot the melody. The song is from Zootopia. And is, I forgot the name. Do you remember the melody and the name? Is Don't Give Up. Ah, no, it's difficult. I won't give up. No, I won't give in. Don't beat yourself up. I forgot the melody. Sorry for that, but it's like that. Sometimes we treat ourselves very bad, very badly, and you know what? That's not good for our mental health. So, lady, mentioned that, and she made me remember of the video that we had to watch. So, what lady did was basically think about good things and think about all the hard work that she has done, and in that way she's fighting those intrusive thoughts. Okay, All right, now with that said, guys, we're gonna talk about the video we watched. We watched the weekend, and I don't know who would like to start with a short summary of what you learned from it, which examples you heard, what impacted you the most from the video. Any volunteer, you feel free to turn on the mic. Mm,
I want to talk now that I
sure.
say these things. Part of my stress yesterday was the video. I feel that sometimes that video makes me reflect in many things.
Mm,
I have an ex brother that he have some issues about anxiety, and I'm so hard sometimes with myself, with the people that is around me, because I feel that I learned to don't be weak. For me, it's like, hey, you know what? If you fall down and your knees are breathing, just cleaning and keep walking because the life is hard sometimes. So I had moments difficult in my life that I feel that sometimes makes me feel like, hey, anybody can hurt me, anybody can do this, and I am a person that cry too much, but I don't show it anybody sometimes. So, or when it's something that is really, really hard to me, I try to don't show it. So, um, when my brother had the anxiety, sometimes he say me some things because it's a mental issue. So he was like, "Oh, I feel this way," and sometimes I was so hard with him and say, "Hey, what happened? Is something in your mind, whatever?" And so hard, yeah. So sometimes you don't imagine how difficult, uh, how hard is this kind of stuff and how much hurt you. So sometimes we need to be a little more careful with all our um, mental health because um, we just put too much attention and even be hard with yourself is bad for yourself. Is mm, sometimes you don't feel there are people that can feel weak and it's bad and they just fell down with whatever thing, but the people that even is hard with them himself and with other people have too much issues inside too. So the part about emotional stuff is important, and you have to really be focused and be careful with that too, not just for yourself, for the people that is around you too.
mhm. That's right. That's right. That can also mm, impact negatively on our family members and our relatives, and affect the way how also the way how they also feel. Of course, if we are like we are family, and if I feel bad, well, for example, if something's happening with my brother, and if he doesn't care about his mental health, somehow, if we learned about his situation, we will be affected as well, and it has negative impacts on more people. So we're gonna talk about that. Thank you for that, lady. Girls, what did you learn from the video? A short summary from it. Before I continue, when you say I learned to don't be weak, in that case you can say not to. I learned not to be weak. That part. Please, Jessica, Laura.
Okay.
Well,
Ah, okay. Okay, in
But
the video, which talk about the importance of taking care of our emotional health with the same attention we give to our physical health. And after watching the video, I truly understood how important it is to take care of our emotional health, not just our physical body. Because I have realized that sometimes I focus more on my body, especially since I go to the gym every day and exercising made me feel strong and helps me release stress. But there are times when I feel sad or frustrated, and I notice I don't take care of my emotion in the same way. So this video made me think that emotional pain also needs attention. This is very important, just like I do with my body when I'm tired or in pain. So I know I need to take better care of our emotions.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's a how what do you call it? It's a very complicated topic because whatever is about psychology, that's difficult to treat. And everything starts from ourselves. And the best psychologist is us. So it's difficult, yeah. We cannot do anything, everything on our own. Sometimes we need help from others, but we need to start from ourselves to take action. And Laura, Liz, what about you?
Well, teacher, I noticed the speaker on the video talks about how we usually care more about our body than our mind. I think was so clear part of the video. But truth, sample daily habits, right? So we don't really know how to take care of our emotions. And I think because, for example, our parents taught us to be clean and healthy and to be disciplined with this kind of habits every day, right? However, um, they never taught us how to deal with things like sadness or rejection because they didn't know how to do it either, right? So
Mhm.
I think I think the central idea of the video is not to cry about that, not to cry, oh, why my parents didn't touch me that. No, it's but to take action right now by practicing emotional hygiene because was important concept, emotional hygiene. Because honestly, as part of Generation Zero, this information has improved. And seriously, has improved. I
Mhm.
think we talk more about this thing because many people my age with stress, anxiety, or loneliness and professionals teacher on social media. And that is why I agree with him, with the speaker, because if we practice emotional hygiene in our lives, we could really be better. I think so.
That's right. It's interesting how we were learned sorry, our parents taught us how to take care of our physical body, but well, I don't remember that my parents taught me how to take care of my mental health. That's not a topic parents usually touch on, no? And it's very, very important. So we figure it out on our own, basically. Um, we will check the examples Dr. Winch gave us in the video and how they are related to the topic of mental health. Laura, what about you?
Oh my goodness. I'm going to try say I think.
Mhm.
It's sometimes
It,
it's a bit difficult for me, but I'm going to try. Okay, so
mhm.
really that video was wonderful for me because many times we don't have the knowledge about that, and really um, I I think is I think that video helped me to understand many. So, teacher, how can I say comportamientos? I don't know.
Behaviors.
Behaviors. Yes, about myself and about other people. Really, I think it's very important. Know about the emotional health. In my life, don't I don't I didn't heard about that. So just I know that yes, there are many psychologists, but really I didn't find the difference between an psychologist and a doctor and psychologist. And really for that this video was really interesting for me.
Yeah, that's right. We learn many things from it. Even me, I learned, for example, remembering the examples he gave. That's like impacting. How true is that? Like that we need not to neglect taking care of our mental health as well. Do not forget this pronunciation, guys. This is sometimes, and well, behaviors is that comportamientos. Guys, okay, after the summary, after giving the summary, look, remember the examples he gave, no? So he talked about a child and the band-aid he used. I don't know if you remember that one. He talked about a child that fell and he put a band-aid on his cut without the help of anyone. Like he did it on his own. You remember? In the video, he mentioned that like a 5-year-old boy, he fell and scratched his leg. He immediately went to look for a band-aid. How is that related to the topic? Basically, he uh, he said that from our childhood we are taught to take care of our physical condition. But what about the emotional ones? So many times we have like face problems with loneliness, with maybe rejection. Failure is very common. So how do we take care of that? He gave some advice, some pieces of advice. He mentioned something about thinking only the good things. That's one example. The other example he gave was the three toddlers and the toy. Do you remember that one?
Sorry, teacher, can you repeat that? I was like back connection, I think, because here is raining. That you say that if we remember what?
The example Dr. Winch gave about the three toddlers and the toy.
Yes, teacher.
Oh,
I remember.
Yeah, could you please explain to us about it, please?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so what is the name of the doctor?
I'm sorry, Dr. Winch.
What is the name? Winch. Okay,
Mhm.
so Winch doctor said that um there are no. Yes, no, really. Oh my goodness. How can I say había?
There were or there
There
was?
were, there were. Yes, there were. No, there were um, three boys, no, three childrens, and in a place, and two of them have two toys, the same toys, and I know, teacher, really, I can't do that.
No, you can give it a try, no worries.
No, oh my goodness, I forget everything.
Do
Now,
you
continue, lady. You are the perfect person to say that.
Well, I don't remember exactly, but I feel that is something about that he make an experiment or something like that, where he gave the like and like a box or something like that that was impossible to open and have some
Mhm.
buttons. So some of them was really tried so hard to open it, but these things just open with one button. I don't remember if it was a red button or something like that.
Yes,
I
yes,
think there
to
was a
press
red
a button.
button. Yeah, and just one of them came and just put the right button and came out a toy.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's
Yes. And he noticed a child that frustrated at first because he didn't get to make it, and he started to cry. So what he teaches about this example, so basically he says that failures tricks our minds, tricks our minds into believing that we are incapable, and that's the thing. Like we need to fight these thoughts.
teacher. And I'm sorry for talk too much,
It's okay. It's
but
better. It's better for me.
but the one thing that is important, and I was trying to tell you before, all of you guys, is that all the people have the same reaction uh,
Hmm.
for things. So, for example, that I was trying to tell you, for me, sometimes when somebody say you can do it, or when I can see that sometimes it's hard to me, I was like, what? You can say that. I'm so like, what? No, 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 no. I can't do it. Even if it's difficult to me, sometimes that thing is hard to me because I can feel that I am on the water and I was like, no, yeah. And it's hard even, yeah. But some people is just get try the first time and they say, oh no, they give up. It's impossible, yeah. But even as is, I think that the extremely places are difficult. When you are so hard, it's bad, and when you are so weak, it's bad too.
Mhm.
In certain points, I don't know for me, because sometimes it's like I told you, I don't care if the water is on the top. I just told myself anybody can do it. I can do it. Yeah, and it's hard
Mhm.
sometimes because you sometimes need to say, hey, you know what? I need help. I need that you gave me your help, your hand. Uh, I can do it with
Yes.
you. Yeah. Sometimes we are no heroes. We are no. Okay, we need other people. Yeah. It's
That's
no. I
right.
am not trying to say that I am really bad. Yeah. Sometimes I like. I can do it. Doesn't matter if I have to do it alone.
You made me remember many cases in my life where I felt very frustrated. But it's funny because there are some cases when I am a very competitive person, and when I have a challenge in front of me, I don't rest until I get to confront the challenge, to beat it. And so I enjoy the process. I mean, I don't get easily frustrated, but I like challenging myself. For example, when I was at school in ninth grade, I was about to fail the year, and I had to present a supplementary test to recover the basically to save the year. Basically, that was it. So I was in shock because I said a whole year is depending on a test. That's crazy. And guess what subject was it? It was physics. Not physical education, but physics. And I remember that I spent many nights studying all the topics we have seen that year. We had seen that year. And my sister was in shock when she saw the results of the supplementary test. She said, "I didn't know you were that good in physics." And I didn't know that either. Como que ella se sorprendió y dijo, ¿qué? ¿Cómo pudo obtener ese resultado? And I was like that. It was a challenge, and I knew that my year depended completely on that supplementary test, so I did it. I did it. That was one example. So, of course, that was shocking, but I confronted the challenge and I beat it. The other example was when I was working 2 years ago, or yeah, 2 years and a half ago. I was working at the same place I'm working now, and I remember that I got hired with a placement test, and the placement test was with Oxford, but that was very easy. It was very easy. I got the C1. Then they said, you have a commitment. In 10 months, you need to give us the result of an international exam. And the results must be the same, C1 or more. And I was like, okay, it's okay. But I totally forgot that test. So I remember that the coordinator notified me and said, listen, do you have the results of the international? And I was like, what? I didn't remember. And she said, okay, hurry up and pay some international tests to get that level. I tried by that time. I tried Michigan English test 3 times, and I didn't get the C1. I tried Lingo Skill, I didn't get the C1. I tried TOEIC, I didn't get the C1. In all the tests, I was very close to the C1, and I got frustrated because I said, okay, you're in the capital, you need the money, you need a job, so you have to get that level. And I had spent over 2 millions doing the test, paying the tests. The tests were just for 2 skills, but each test was approximately over 250,000 pesos. And in total, there were 5. If I'm not mistaken, or I'm not sure if it was more. The thing is that I got frustrated. And then the coordinator said, I'm so sorry for the situation, but I need to have a meeting with you to give you some discharges para los descargos. And I was like, okay, if I sign the discharges, what goes next? Y dijo, después de los descargos, sigue la terminación de contrato. And I was like, okay, but I don't wanna quit. I don't wanna stop working here. And she said, I understand, but I need to follow the procedure. I remember that date because I cried a lot and I presented my resignal document, and I had to say, okay, I prefer to quit. I don't want to be como empapelado, ¿no? En la empresa esa. Yo dije, no, prefiero no firmar los descargos. I prefer to quit. And here you are. And I cried a lot. But it's like that. We cannot beat ourselves. We need to treat ourselves good and talk to ourselves. You are a good person. You did a lot. The effort is worth it. And I try to talk to myself, and I have many experiences. I wanted to share another one, but because of the time, I will not be able to. But it's like that. We need to be careful with our mind because it is our worst enemy. So before we continue, I'm gonna show you a video about frustration. But let me see if I can find it first. Just a second. Um, let's see. I, oh my goodness. Communicative objectives. I think it's here in V2. Sure if it's this one? No. 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 Mm-mm. Ah, I think it's this one. It was yes, interior sounds. Okay, let's check this out. Maybe it's this one. Let me share the sound.
Welcome back to The Interview, Cable 84's weekly segment on job interview skills. While it used to be you could interview for a job simply by answering some questions, in today's ultra-competitive job market, companies are measuring candidates' qualifications in new and unconventional ways. Here to talk about this is Mark Hernandez, a consultant who previously supervised hiring tests for a large tech firm here. Welcome, Mark.
Thank you, Susan.
You know, when I was in the business world, we would hire people based on how well they interviewed and fit in with the company.
That was certainly our plan, too, except that we would also ask candidates to tackle some problem-solving challenges. When we started out, we would give people some problems on paper to solve. But in the last decade, we found it more helpful to observe them in action.
What kind of paces would you put them through?
Let's take a look. At my
So let's start for now. In that interview, in that job interview, the man is talking about the challenges he presented the candidates to evaluate how well do they react in front of frustration. So that there comes the ability to take control of our mind, our mental health, and not to let us get what do you call it, frustrated easily. And you will check, you will see in a moment the different personality types that we have are different kind of people. Before we continue, please check out this vocabulary because you will listen to it in this part of the video. Wait a second, I forgot the number. It is 63. Okay. Mm. Look at the words. Laura, please help me read only the English words, please. There you are.
Okay, the class 63, teacher?
Yes, please.
Okay, so things outside the box.
Mhm.
Okay, so playfully get overly frustrated.
Mhm.
Matchbook.
Mhm.
Oh my God, so thumbtacks,
Mhm. Mhm.
cardboard, and to be the best fit.
Yeah, so remember the words because you will listen to them in the video, in that part of the video. So think outside the box is when you are like a resourceful person, you think in different ways compared to other people's thoughts. You are like creative, playfully, you enjoy the process, you do not get frustrated easily. Get overly frustrated is the opposite. Matchbook is, well, the thing we used in the past. Now we have yesqueras or foforeras. I don't know what do you call it in your city. Thumbtacks. They are common on some boards. Corkboard. In this case, we use thumbtacks on corkboards to be the best fit. There you are.
Former company, we would put each candidate in a room that was completely empty, except for a corkboard, a table, a candle, a book of matches, and a box of thumbtacks.
And what was the task?
We'd give each person 5 minutes, and we'd tell them they needed to attach the candle to the corkboard on the wall and light it so that it wouldn't drip on the table below. This is Monica.
Do you remember what the challenge is? They have,
Not really. I don't know.
tell me.
No,
These are
you
the
can now
objects.
continue.
These are the objects. We have thumbtacks, we have a matchbook, and we have a candle. With those tools, they need to put the candle on the corkboard, on that corkboard, but the candle, of course, cannot fall, cannot be dropped. So that's going to be difficult. Look,
The corkboard on the wall and light it so that it wouldn't drip on the table below. This is Monica. And she knew that with enough thumbtacks, she could tack the candle to the wall.
Except that she's not having much luck. What does this tell you about her?
Well, she's persistent, sticking with her first idea and spending nearly the entire 5 minutes trying to make it work. Persistence can be a good thing, except for the fact that she's got the wrong idea.
Her lack of success seems to make her more frustrated.
yeah, that's what I want to that's where I want to get her face. She's not having a good time. She's getting frustrated easily.
Exactly. She got pretty stressed and was unable to think about the problem
She cannot work under pressure.
in other, more productive ways. Now, let's watch David, who after starting the same way realized in 30 seconds that it wouldn't work. In contrast to Monica, he's looking for other perspectives, which is a good problem-solving strategy. He tried several other approaches.
Except that it's not working for him either. Looks like he's trying to melt wax to stick the candle to the wall.
Obviously, it's not working. And even if it did, it didn't keep the candle from dripping on the table.
So, what is the solution?
Well, what would you do?
I don't know. But here's an idea. What about tacking the matchbook to the wall and the candle to the matchbook?
Good guess.
Nice
If I
one.
were you, I might try interviewing for a tech job. Let's see what Ashley does.
Look at her face. She's smiling.
See how playful she was, in contrast to David and Monica? Studies have shown that humor is a really important part of problem solving. And Ashley seemed able to preserve her sense of humor through the process, while David and Monica were overly frustrated and let that keep them from solving the problem.
Hmm.
And unlike Monica or David, who could only see the box as a box, Ashley saw the box as a platform.
Hmm. Ah, that was also part of the challenge, to light the candle. The
She was
best
literally
feat.
able to think outside the box.
Yes.
So, what's the takeaway for our viewers who may be asked to solve problems in a job interview or at work for that matter?
1, try many approaches. Don't get set on making your first idea work. 2, it's more helpful to have a playful attitude than to be frustrated. And 3, try to look at things from another perspective. Frustrated. And 3, try to look at things to have a playful attitude than
Esa parte, to have a playful attitude. Si les cuento, no lo creerán. I was stalling my motorcycle here in the capital, in Bogota. That happened 1 year ago. I think 1 or 2, I don't remember. And that was on Friday. On Saturday, I couldn't sleep. On Friday night, I couldn't sleep. On Saturday night, I couldn't sleep. On Monday night, I could sleep, but I had thousands of nightmares during the night. I was not thinking outside the box. Si te roban la moto, ¿ustedes qué hacen? Of course, you will be shocked, you will be blocked, you don't know what to do. Literally, I took that approach. I used it. How can we have a playful attitude if you are stalling a motorcycle? That's crazy. But I did it. My sister advised me, hey, why don't you go out, leave that bedroom, and cheer up. Like, go ahead, look for the recordings of the cameras in front of our apartment. I was blind, literal, yo estaba ciego por la situación, por el problema, y no estaba pensando con originalidad. When I went outside, I realized that there were a lot of cameras. I started to look for the recording of each camera, asking the security guard of each building for the recording. All of them gave me the recording, but just one refused. Para mí eso fue como un rompecabezas. Iba analizando cámara por cámara, iba viendo de dónde venía el ladrón. Hasta que di con el carro de donde se bajó, el que se montó en mi moto y se fue. Y poco a poco era como un rompecabezas. Y literal fue una actitud juguetona. Fue una actitud, obviamente una actitud más de juego, una actitud que yo dije, Dios, necesito dar con eso. Y logré dar con el vehículo. Y afortunadamente el vehículo estaba frente a un edificio que tenía 2 cámaras, apuntaba adelante y atrás. Ese fue mi último recurso. Crucé dedos, le pedí el favor al señor de ese negocio. El chico me dijo, mi papá no está, pero no se preocupe, nosotros le enviamos el video, déjame tu número de WhatsApp. Y cuando en la tarde durante el día me llegó la grabación, los videos, la foto, así hasta con Zoom y todo. Se tomaron la tarea y acercaron la placa. Así fue que pude recuperar la moto, pero con la ayuda de la familia, no con la ayuda de la policía. Mi familia me ayudó con esa información, un hermano que tengo en Cúcuta, él me buscó con la SIJIN, que tiene contactos así, me buscó la información del propietario de ese vehículo, con la placa. Una vez me dio la información, la dirección, todo, el nombre completo, mi otro hermano en Bogotá se fue en la moto con mi cuñada. Y eso era en Suba. yendo como para Suba. Y allá encontraron el carro. Eso fue de película. Para no alargar la historia, eso fue de película. Él terminó confrontándolos con la policía. El casco con los que robaban motos estaba dentro del baúl del carro y afortunadamente no habían desbaratado la moto. Todavía la tenían por ahí guardada y la recuperé. Pero that is one example, to have a playful attitude. It's difficult when we get frustrated. Yeah, that's true. But we need to take these kind of attitudes in front of each problem in our life.
To be frustrated. And 3, try to look at things from another perspective.
Another perspective.
That's all for today on The Interview. Stay in touch, everyone.
There you are. So how this relates to the topic mental health. This was just focused on interviews, yeah, on jobs, at work, but that also works in real life. We need to not to get frustrated easily. Or if we do, because we are humans, it's okay. But you need to confront these problems. Okay? You need to take care of your mental health. Guys, listen. Time is almost finished for the session. This is the last activity. Like the last time, the last session we had, I assigned you some grammar topics. I'm gonna do the same, but this time it's gonna be with Daisy. Daisy's missing. All right, let's see. Relative pronouns who and that. This topic is for Laura. I'm sorry, Laura, no, Liz. It clauses plus adverbial clauses with when. This one is for Jessica. Gerunds, okay, Daisy is not here. Requests with modals, if clauses, and gerunds. That is for. Wait a moment. This is for lady. Okay, just 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Laura. Okay, Laura, in your case, you're going to be, I'm going to give you a simulation. Last simulation was a podcast. Remember, guess. No, this time is not gonna be a podcast. Guess what will be the simulation for this time? Any ideas? What was the last video about? The last video was
An interview.
yes, the last video was a job interview, but it's going to be easy. It's going to be easy, no worries. I'm gonna help you, so just okay, no worries. Laura, you're going to be the job interviewer. I will give you the instructions in a moment, so just a second.
Okay.
Job interview. Mhm. Mhm. Make a copy. Make a copy. All right. Guys, these are the instructions. Keep it simple. The idea is to try to use like the topic seen in the video about Dr. Winch. Try to reference him in the answers. That is the idea. So basically, that is the context. Laura is interviewing a group of highly qualified psychologists for top level positions at the Universal Health Services Company. The focus of the interview is how the candidates apply ideas from Dr. Guy Winch from Dr. Guy Winch's talk on emotional hygiene to promote psychological well-being in patients within the company. So three candidates, Laura. One question for each one. Try to prepare like the welcome of the session and the farewell. Guys, we usually have interviews individually, yeah, just like separately. First, one person comes into the room, then the second person, and so on, but it's separately. In this simulation, let's pretend that the three candidates are going to be at the same time in the room, in the interview room, okay? And so, Laura, you're gonna start like, good morning, guys. My name is Laura, the human resources coordinator of this company of Universal Health Services. I am the interviewer for you. I will ask you only one question. Try to mention Dr. Winch talk. You're gonna say, as a psychologist, you might know Dr. Winch. So try to answer the question with his ideas, referencing him, something like that. Okay, so you ask the question. Do not forget to give like a short opinion to transition to the next question, to the next candidate. At the end, you're gonna say something like, thank you for your time. That's everything for today. I will be reaching out to you. I will call you during the week. Thank you. See you next time. Something like that. Before I continue, guys, do you have any questions about the activity? No. La idea es improvisar, hacer de cuenta, en tu caso, Laura, hacer de cuenta que eres la entrevistadora, entonces salir como con, sí, literal, tener esa creatividad de, ok, soy la entrevistadora, vamos a actuar como una entrevistadora, something like that. Y chicas, en su caso, simplemente responder una pregunta. I'm going to give you some time. Vamos a iniciar a las 15, ¿sí? La idea es ser concisos, no alargarnos tanto, ser puntual para terminar, o sea, no después de las y media, la idea es terminar a las y media o antes, it's gonna be better, ¿ok? Listo, chicas, take your time to prepare. Okay, guys, ready. Just a second. Okay. Okay, Laura, whenever you're ready, you can start it. Okay, take your time.
Oh my goodness. I'm a little nervous.
That's okay, you can, no worries. No worries.
Okay, so let's start. Good morning, everyone. Um, it's a pleasure for me be here with you. Now, my name is Laura Trujillo, and I belong at human resource department. And today I'm going to your interviewer. And so the idea with this, interview is that you share with us your opinion about the uh, about the health, about the emotional hygiene, and taken into account the Dr. Wench ideas. So start with the candidate one, Liz Caroline. How are you? Good morning. How do you feel today?
Hey, Laura, nice to meet you. Well, excellent today. It's a pleasure to be here. What about you?
Thank you. I'm glad for you. I'm good. Thank you for asking. Now, please, Liz, could you like this answer? Would you like to answer this question? What are some strategies that have proven effective when helping people deal with loneliness?
Okay. To answer your question, one strategy that really works is taking care of our mind and not letting loneliness distort our thoughts, because people who feel lonely often see everything darker than it really is. So what help is taking and talking, connecting, and focusing on the things that maybe that keep our mind healthy. Okay.
Okay, thank you for your answer. It's so important that for us. Thank you. Now we're going to continue with Jessica Lorena. Hi, Jessica. How are you today?
Jessica left at 9:09,
Yes,
8:09, so it's okay. She's not presented to the
Oh,
interview.
okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's continue with Lady. Lady, good morning. How are you today? It's a pleasure to be here with us.
Your microphone,
Oh
lady,
my
your
God.
microphone.
Yes, I can hear you.
The microphone.
Hello,
Yes.
now.
Yes,
Uh,
now I can,
good
yes, I
morning.
can hear.
Good good morning, Laura. I'm so happy to be here, and well, um, I don't know. I am here for this interview, so thank you.
Okay, thank you to you. Now, lady, it's important for us now your opinion about this, and tell us, would you mind explaining how you would handle a team member who is showing signs of emotional burnout?
Um, if I noticed that a member was showing signs of emotional burnout, such as irritability or frustration, I would like to handle the situation with discretion and empathy. At first, I would like to let to know him or her um, how that no, I would like to let to know him or her that um, everybody has a difficult situation on the job, and remind that burnout is common in a situation at the job. And I would like to ask that person what are his feelings, are, I don't know, bring all the support that he needs or her for the job, give options, advice, or I don't know. This way I would like to handle.
Okay, thank you, lady. Thank you, Les. And this will for today. Thank you for coming, and it was a pleasure meet you. And see you on the next time. Bye.
Thank you,
That
Laura.
was pretty good. Excellent, excellent. So that was good. You see, that was easy, right? It
Yeah,
Yes,
was
but
I
I
think
think
easy.
so.
that I
Yes,
think that I
no.
will be they don't they won't hire me because I was so nervous.
Really? Okay, but you did good. You did good. Now, can you imagine? Have you been in jobs interviews in English? I guess yes, you have. No, not yet.
I have one, but I want to say something.
What happened? Tell us.
I don't feel afraid to talk, but I used to say my husband that I sometimes I look like a Flintstone. You know, the pica piedras. Yo sé que es un viejo, es una caricatura vieja, pero yo no, I don't feel worried to talk, but sometimes I talk like a Flintstones because I don't. Sometimes I am no reflect how organized my grammar structure, so I talked really bad, and I have an interview and was so bad because I was so nervous and I was talking that way, and the person just after listening me all the things that I was telling without thinking really well, he told me, no, I think that your English is no, I don't remember even how he told me, but you can continue to study and we will see you another opportunity. And I was like,
Ah,
what?
yeah. Sometimes that happens. We want to say everything what we have in our mind at once, like, but yeah, so we need to be careful with the organization of ideas and little bit. Sometimes it's not how fast we can speak because that happens to me also. Sometimes I want to speak very fast to let the people know what my ideas are. But yeah, it's like that. We need to control them and little by little let them out. But yeah, that's common. That was also common with me. You did good, guys. Great start, great end. Let me show you the feedback. Wait a second. Thank you for all the participation, guys. Thank you for the interaction, all the attention you had during the lesson, the session, sorry. These are the areas that need improvement. Let's check them out quickly. So, Laura, great start and end. It's a pleasure for me to be here with you. Maybe it was, yeah, sometimes nervous make us do the, like forget these little details. So it's a pleasure for me to be here with you. Liz, the question for you. So, one strategy that really works is taking care of our minds and not letting loneliness destroy. Ah, okay, excellent. Jessica, good morning, Laura. I'm so happy to be here. Jessica, no, sorry, that was my mistake. Jessica didn't participate. Lady, at first I would like to know. Well, in that case, you can say better. I would like to let him or her know that everybody has a difficult situation on the job, and remind that burnout is common. I would like to ask that person what the feelings are in that case. pronunciation of
Teacher, we can hear you.
Sí,
can you hear me? Can you hear me now? ¿En qué parte quedaron? Es que creo que el internet me está fallando.
more or less.
And the pronunciation, teacher.
Ah, yes, yes. How do you say soledad in English?
Oh my God, I don't know. Lonely? No.
Loneliness.
Loneliness.
Mhm. Yes, yes.
Loneliness.
Okay, the
Okay.
pronunciation for everybody is great. Do not forget to improve it every day. And vocabulary, the same. Great for everybody. Girls, well, that's it for today. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the session. One
Oh,
session
teacher,
left.
I forget to
Happened.
take. I don't take any screen. So can you come back with the things because I don't have any
Sure.
screen for today.
Sure, sure. Don't worry. Let me check here. And you can take a screenshot showing the topic. There you are. Girls, do not forget the screenshot and to keep the journal up to date. Well, that's it for today. Thank you very much for attending. See you next week, guys.
Thank you too. Thank you, guys.
You're
See
very
you in
welcome.
Thank you,
the class and the
teacher.
lab.
Have a great week,
Have a good
everybody.
day. Mhm.
You
Thank
too,
you.
guys.